My name is Todd Nauman, Offensive Coordinator, Archbishop Moeller High School, Cincinnati, Ohio. Also the Off-Season Strength and Conditioning Coordinator, History Teacher. Known Ross Oltorik for the last 5 years, actually. Seen him as an athlete on our football team, in the off-season program, baseball player, student. He's an honor student. He's a captain of the football team, great baseball player. Most importantly, quality young man. Gives his best each and every day. Great attitude, great effort. Talented athlete as well. He's a quarterback at Moeller High School. A lot of demands, a lot of challenges. Has to be the leader of the football team. Has to play the most difficult position in football. He's done a great job under pressure. Always knows to make the right decisions, both on and off the field. Very talented athlete, was a first-team All-League quarterback last year, was also a first-team All-Southwest District quarterback. Certainly one of the leading quarterbacks returning in the state of Ohio this year. Has an opportunity to lead this football team as a senior now to a league championship and into the state playoffs onto a state championship. Ross is one of the finest young men that I've had an opportunity to coach. Been in coaching now for 15 plus years, and as the offensive coordinator, Ross and I have a very close relationship, and he's certainly one of the finer athletes and one of the finest young men I've had the opportunity to coach. He would be a great asset for any program that would choose to have him as a part of their program. He would better your program not just as a football player or a baseball player, but as a person. There's no question in my mind that the program that Ross ends up participating in will say that they're a better program because Ross is a part of that. He's going to bring his physical skills, but he's also going to bring his mind and his heart and his spirit to the table as well. I'm very proud of Ross, and would be happy to answer any questions that you might have.
It's North against South. Lakewood St. Edward against Cincinnati Moeller. Moeller coming into this game with a record of 5-2, Gary, coming off a win last week over Indianapolis Cathedral Prep. It was 31-14. But the week before, they lost a tough one. Cincinnati Elder beat them 49-33, a team that St. Edward had beaten earlier in the season, and a game that Moeller really wanted to have.
And when you look at this Moeller team, now they can put it up in the air. Now that's one thing. That's their strong suit. They like to put the ball up in the air. It's going to be really important that St. Ed's puts a lot of pressure on this quarterback because the Crusaders really don't run the ball that well.
The quarterback is Oltorik. Young man who is on his way to Ohio State next year on a baseball scholarship, also a preferred walk-on for football, and they come out throwing in a hurry. Oltorik quickly gets it out to Tony Rack one more time.
And right away, you're starting to see the Crusaders from Moeller are starting to pick on Seth Cunningham. And basically, he's playing off the ball, about 7-8 yards, and they're saying, okay, fine, if you're going to play off on our receiver there, we're just going to pick that apart.
Getting it to him very quickly too, Gary. Just like that. How about 3 in a row? Oltorik, a senior, 6'2", 210 pounds, completing 60% of his passes this season. 15 touchdowns, 6 interceptions. Pretty decent ratio there. Tough situation now, though. 3rd down, 18. Oltorik cranks it up, throws it deep. This is Tony Harris. The game, Moeller putting up some serious points, 28 points a game. Passing offense, a big part of the reason why, but total offense, Moeller almost doubling Ed's output. Oltorik out of the shotgun, keeps it, looking downfield, big rush, throws, and boy, does he have Tony Harris wide open. Harris inside the 20, inside the 10, touchdown. Oltorik out of the shotgun, another bad snap. Does a nice job handing onto it though. Blanks, brings it in, Patrick. Oltorik coming off a nice game. He was 21 of 31, 358 yards, 3 touchdowns last week against Indianapolis Cathedral Prep. Hot tonight too, 7 of 8, 102 yards and 1 touchdown.
I would continue to do the same thing again.
A little short. Perfect chance to do that. Deep to Tony Harris. 1st down and a whole one.
Well, Torik's doing a nice job reading the field and taking advantage of what the defense gives him.
Been a great first quarter for Oltorik and the Crusader offense.
And you know what, Dave? I mean, this looks like 7-on-7. I mean, look, there's no rush by the Eagles, and they're just, I mean, it looks just like a passing drill.
Tony Harris, touchdown number 2, 21-yarder. St. Ed's biggest fear has become a reality. They have fallen behind big early. Adler, Bobby Brueggemann, terrific job up front blocking for the Crusaders.
Good job by Oltorik. Good route run by Harris. But I think that when you look at a guy,
speed is overrated.
Speed is overrated if you don't know how to use it on the football field.
On 1st down, flag on the play. Penalty takes away a nice play by Moeller on 1st and 20. Oltorik keeps it himself up the middle again, averaging 5.2 yards a rush coming into this game.
They got to make sure.
That'll help.
Well, the one thing he's not going to make me, even though it was a bad snap, the one thing I like about this quarterback, is that he is smart. He's just going to fall on the ball.
You've gone against him, Coach. How smart is he out there?
He's very smart. He's an intelligent kid. He's football smart.
Everybody wants your time. Everybody wants your time.
Absolutely.
2nd and 25. Patrick Blanks gets a little shuttle pass. If they don't pick up the 1st down and come close, they just might be in field goal range. That's a moot point. Tony Rack picks up the 1st down. Oltorik rolling to the right. Throws complete. Boy, that was nicely done.
If in the second half they can turn those opportunities into productive plays, we could see a tight one.
Oltorik, first play of the 3rd quarter. Oltorik absolutely outstanding in this game. He has been on the money.
And the thing I've liked about Oltorik, he's been under control. He's had 2 bad snaps and he's fallen on the ball. He hasn't tried to force anything. He's run a really good offense. When you look at this team, they throw the ball all the time.
2nd down and 8. Oltorik sets up a little screen pass, flag on the play. 3rd penalty on the Crusaders tonight. It's cost them 20 yards. 2nd down and 18. Oltorik looking screen the whole way, instead turns and throws. And I like the patience that he showed on that, Gary, because he could have run. He had plenty of space, he had plenty of time, but he thought, let me find a receiver. It's 3rd down and 4. Crusaders 1 of 3 on 3rd downs tonight. They want to throw for it, and there it is. Curtin First down. How about a touchdown? Oltorik with his third touchdown pass of the night. First one going to Patrick Curtin. It's 28-6. Oltorik on his way to play baseball at Ohio State, but boy, you know Jim Trussell is going to give him a serious look as a preferred walk-on. He just may see a little football action when he goes to the Buckeyes.
Well, when I look at Oltorik, you're looking at a leader, a guy who really is not getting the pressure, but the one thing he does, he delivers the ball. He delivers in a timely fashion. He leads his receivers. He has touch on the ball, and he doesn't force anything.
Critical series now for the St. Edward defense, Gary. They have to shut down the Crusaders. Oltorik has really shown off his arm tonight, and he has a good one. He's a pitcher for the Crusader baseball team. As a sophomore, 5-0, 1.75 ERA. Last year pitched only 15 2/3 innings, but a 1.79 ERA, 2-2 record, 2 saves. Scouting report says fastball in the low to mid 90s, Gary. He can bring it.
And the one thing,
and he can hit a wide open receiver. Tony Rack down the sidelines, pushed out of bounds. 37-yard pickup.
Does a really nice. Now it's just nice touch on the ball. He just floats it there where his receiver can take it and put it away.
It's a 1st and goal from the 9. Oltorik rolling out, has a receiver, has a touchdown. Young man knows how to throw, doesn't he?
And it's some zip, you know. It has zip on the ball. I mean, I'm really impressed with with the way this kid plays and the way he orchestrates this offense.
Pretty solid size too. 6'2", 210 pounds.
That's a good size. I mean, a major college quarterback. Who knows? You never. Baseball may not work out. He may be on the football field.
Absolutely. 1st and goal now from the 19-yard line. Oltorik. Oltorik, 7 of 7, 131 yards here in the second half. Avoids the blitz. Can he avoid it again? Nope. Brian Boland can't get him into the end. 331 yards and 3 touchdowns. So over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns tonight. And that's following up a game last week where he had 358 yards, 3 touchdowns against Indianapolis Cathedral Prep.
And the thing about it, they isolate you with their receivers.
On 2nd down and 10. Defense spread out a little. 331 yards and 3 touchdowns. So over 300 yards, 3 touchdowns tonight. And that's following up a game last week where he had 358 yards, 3 touchdowns against Indianapolis Cathedral Prep.
And the thing about it, they isolate you with their receivers.
On 2nd down and 10. Defense spread out a little bit.
We've seen a lot of good, quarterbacks, but this kid has the best arm that we've seen in terms of accuracy. And so he's going to get the ball to you, and he can just pick you apart. He's smart here. Good block there. He uses his blocks very, very well. Very patient. They need to stop him.
Oltorik, outstanding all night long at quarterback. Great protection. Throws it across the middle, complete to Tony.
He's got zip on the ball. He's not making the mistakes. He's running well.
Bad snap on 3rd and 10. But how about a 1st down and more?
Somebody better tackle him.
Oltorik down the sideline, chased out of bounds at the 42-yard line. Billy Spatrino chased.
Right here, I mean, numerous times, the snap's been bad, but Oltorik, just again is able to take something and turn it into, take nothing and turn it into something.
Eagles out of timeouts. Crusaders still have one. Oltorik throws it to Curtin. He bounces off a couple of tacklers. 1st and 10 from the 31. 31 seconds when the play started. Deep. Caught. Yes. Tony Rack.
As you see here in high school, 1 foot equals 1 catch. He gets 2. Great job.
Terrific job by Tony Rack.
Great job. And
Oltorik, absolutely outstanding. Patrick Curtin, Tony Rack, Tony Harris, outstanding job. Oltorik and the Crusaders up 21-0 in this game. Absolutely dominating.
Oltorik. Ross has been a 3-year varsity starter at Moeller High School. This season, Ross was the heart and soul of our offensive system. He did an outstanding job of executing our offense, as well as helping to lead our team both as a quarterback and as our starting punter. Ross had many fantastic performances this past season, but the performances that will always stand out in my mind were the last-minute drives against St. Ed's and Sycamore. Ross is a fantastic quarterback, but he's also an outstanding leader. As a captain on this year's team, it was expected that Ross would lead his teammates both on and off the field, and Ross did not disappoint. Ross earned first-team All-GCL recognition as the quarterback of the year in the league. Ross is the first-team All-Southwest District quarterback, gaining recognition as the best quarterback in southwestern Ohio. Ross was also named honorable mention All-Ohio, meaning that Ross was one of the top quarterbacks in the state. Ross gained this postseason recognition in part because of his record-setting performance. Ross will graduate from Moeller High School as the school's all-time passing leader. With the history and the tradition of Moeller football, it is safe to say that with these numbers, Ross is one of the finest players to have ever donned the Moeller football uniform. Yet knowing Ross, the numbers were never very important. Ross was most concerned about being a good teammate and helping to win football games. Ross would be the first to give his teammates credit for assisting him in his record-setting performances. Ross is a better young man than he is a quarterback. He always leads by example. Ross is the ultimate competitor and the ultimate teammate. He will take his talents to The Ohio State University next fall, competing for both the football and the baseball programs. It is safe to say that Ross will be missed here at Moeller. It is also safe to say that our underclassmen will have some work to do in order to fill the void that Ross will leave. It gives me great pride to introduce to you a young man that I love with my whole heart, a young man whom I would be proud to have my sons model themselves after, a young man that has helped to add to the rich tradition that is Moeller football, and a young man that is the all-time passing leader at Moeller High School. Congratulations, Ross, and thanks for all of your hard work these past 4 years.
pass Oltorik the ball. Oltorik's pass is complete to Moeller. Patrick Brown for a touchdown.
Finally brought down by Taylor Silliston. Gain of 52. Oltorik on the quarterback draw. Runs 8 yards. This is running deep for Mason.
Focus in on the quarterbacks for both squads tonight, beginning with Moeller.
Well, certainly with Moeller. Ross Oltorik, number 9. He's the go-to guy. 600 yards passing already in 3 games. He's also running the ball quite effectively with 72 yards. But he's the guy who's going to make it run, delivering the ball to everybody else. I've watched Ross play. Good quarterback, and I can't wait to see what he's going to do tonight.
Oltorik alone in the backfield, drops the football, then picks it up. Had blanks in the flat, then pulls it up. Oltorik going to run 15, across the 15-yard line, bumped out of bounds. As he got probably about a couple, or he was knocked out there over on the play by Jordan Hassel.
Chris Atkins on the play knocked him out of bounds as well, but he drops the snap, and I like here what Ross does. He's very patient. They had a bunch route set up to like a zone route to the right. The timing was thrown off by the bad snap, and he did a nice job just picking up a few yards and still making a positive play out of a play where he could have got a little frustrated and tried to force one in. That's a nice play there by Ross.
Blitz. Oltorik right up the middle, cuts it out to the right side, out across the 50, 45, 40, still on his feet, and he's bumped down in Trojan territory inside the 40.
Tough to stop when you have a quarterback that's agile and mobile like Ross Oltorik. They show pass, basically running a quarterback draw, reads the hole. You get the defense coming upfield. You get a vertical seam because you got the defensive ends pushing upfield. Linebacker gets picked up. Ross does a nice job kicking it back to the outside, gets a block by his receiver. And now they're down to the 41-yard line in Findlay territory. And here they come, coming after him. You got man coverage.
Oltorik back pass, little screen. Blanks gets it up 40, 35. He's got blockers 30, 25, 20. 3rd and 1. It's on the fake to Blanks. Oltorik to keep. Oltorik's got the first down, and he's brought down short of the 5. 1st and goal for the Crusaders.
Nice pickup by Ross Oltorik, brought down by 21 Mike Nichols. And I think a nice cutback there by Oltorik. He was going to cut it outside. I think had he done that, Nichols would have taken his head off. Good vision by Ross Oltorik.
Oltorik with Blanks in motion. Blanks in the slot now. Oltorik back to pass, looking. He's got Curtin coming out of the backfield. Curtin spins on 1-5, gets down, reaches over the goal line. Touchdown!
What a great read by Ross Oltorik and a nice move by Patrick Curtin. Cuts it back inside. He catches the arrow route to the field. The defender outflanks him. He stops, turns it back up inside, sees the seam, does a nice job reaching for the end zone.
Pass. And now it's 3rd and 11 from the Findlay 31. Oltorik looking downfield, has a man. That's Tony Rack. Rack cut down, 15, trying to cut back to the 10. Temperature's going down. 2nd and 9. Oltorik back, has Blanks on a little screen. Blanks at the 10, 5. Blanks walks into the end zone. Touchdown, Crusaders. Oltorik in the backfield, 7:14 left to go. Oltorik looking over the middle, has a man. Patrick Curtin, touchdown. That time it's good, and that's Curtin's 2nd touchdown of the night.
The split position on the right side of the field, and Ross Oltorik does a nice job looking to his left. Goes through his progression. Looked like he was going to try to throw the swing route, the Blanks, and comes.
This is a set they've run just about all night. Oltorik on 2nd and 1, back to pass, steps up, has a man. And a nice catch by Ben Smith. Smith's first reception of the night, good for a 1st down.
Wow, great throw by Ross Oltorik. Ben Smith just runs a curl route. They got a trips package to the right. You get both receivers, the inside and outside receivers split. You got the curl route in the middle, and he throws it right in the hole. Steps up in the pocket and throws an absolute bullet.
Gets into the slot. 5 wide receiver set for Oltorik. Oltorik steps up, has Rack at the 40. Rack breaks the tackle, going down the sideline, 20, and knocked out of bounds about the 16. Again, that was Michael Oates on the coverage. Rack broke the Oates tackle.
Well, they flip-flopped this time. They took Jimmy Davis and put him to the field, and they put Oates back on Rack, and you see what happens. Moeller's they're going to pick on him one-on-one.
Stiff-armed him.
Yeah, and that's just, you can tell when you got a good receiver like that, he's doing a nice job running around, catching the ball, reacting to the ball, and he does a great job after the catch, which I really like.
How about Oltorik, boy, how patient was he? A 5 wide receiver set there. You could tell he was looking.
He knew where he wanted to go the whole time, though. You know, he does a nice job looking off, but he's looking for his one-on-one guy, and right now that's 88.
And he's got one-on-one coverage again. Oltorik avoids a rush, rolling to his left, going to keep it, looking for the 1st down and more. He's got it. Knocked out about the 6. Oltorik picks up the 1st down. Oltorik with an empty backfield. Another 5 wide receiver package in there, going up top, and that's Patrick Curtin with his 3rd touchdown of the night. 6-yard touchdown pass, and it's 34-0 Moeller.
Where they just go with the bunch look. You know, you see that a lot at every level, the pro level, the college level, and the high school level. Difficult to defend. You got 3 receivers bunched up, and they throw the flag route over the top. A nice read. The ball's thrown nice and high, where Curtin could go up and get it, and that's 3 in the 1st half.
Moeller is a battle-tested team. You look down at their season, Mission Viejo, that was part of the Kirk Herbstreit Challenge. Viejo, as you mentioned, a nationally ranked team, but boy, some big games coming up. Elder a loss this weekend.
LaSalle beat Elder this weekend, and they've got back-to-back weeks with LaSalle and Elder. They play Indianapolis Cathedral, who's been very good, obviously, 4-1 so far. St. Ed's is down a little bit this year, as you mentioned, but it's still St. Ed's.
Yes.
And then they end up with St. X in the last game of the year, which you know would be a great game.
Yeah, X #1 in the state, #1 in our power poll and O&N. Patrick Blanks, the lone setback. Blanks goes out. Oltorik looking to the right, out of the backfield. That's Patrick Curtin. Curtin's 3 touchdowns on the night. Curtin in motion on a 2nd and 1. Oltorik rolling to his left, and he finds number 87, Ben Smith.
Could have been a nice screenplay, but all for naught.
Loss of a yard, 2nd and 11. Oltorik looking, patient, finds his man. Linda Brown runs over a tackle at the 25-yard line as they continue to move the ball. Clock will stop when they move the sticks.
13
Another
seconds
first down.
left, and I think they're going to use timeout.
How about Lyndon Brown? Boy, lowered the boom.
Well, to Ross Oltorik here, great composure in the pocket, going through all of his reads, and yeah, Lyndon Brown, nice job catching the ball, yards after catch. 309. That's a game mostly for most teams, 390-yard total yards. And you see for Finley, the 9 yards rushing is one that really stands out. 72 pass yards is not bad, but when you have 9 yards rushing, it makes it very, very difficult.